Shalise here. Good morning. It is 6:05 a.m. My puppy could not sleep anymore and has a sick tummy a little bit. He decided to get into, where is he? He decided to get into the butter yesterday and I can't leave him alone in the house. And so I decided, since he's awake and I can't not keep an eye on him, I might as well get up and get some things planted, which I need to anyways. I feel like I'm so behind, even though I still have like time, but it is already warming up pretty fast here, and I have so many beautiful things that I need to get into the ground still. And I want to do that before the temperatures really get hot. We have a few days of cooler temperatures for the next couple days, and it's supposed to rain on Sunday and Monday. So I wanted to use this hour before the kids get up for school to try to see how many plants, how many flowers I can get into the ground before I have to wake my kids up for school. So what I am going to be working on today is a vinca border. I have this beautiful annual vinca. I have this really pretty white one with the pink center that I am going to do every other with this beautiful pink one all along this side border as far down as I can get them to go. I thought it would be so bright and cheery, especially when this area is so empty right now. So I am going to start my timer and see how many of these I can get planted before I have to get my kids up and moving and getting them to school. Let's do it. First 12 are done, and I think that looks really, really cute. But as I'm going along, I'm thinking maybe I don't want it to look so uniform, and I might tuck in some, like, in different spots in the back. so that it doesn't look just so straight. So I'm gonna add a couple in there, and then I'm gonna keep going down the line as far as I can go. You know, sometimes people will be like, oh, I don't want to buy annuals because they only last one season. And I totally get that. And I was just like that. This is actually the first year that I have purchased as many annuals as I have. And let me tell you why I changed my mind a little bit this year, and then I will let you know and report back at the end of the summer. But in the past, I bought just a flat of petunias, which I've done every year because they were cheap at Costco, and I would kind of fill in with that. And every year that I did that, I loved it because it would just fill in the gaps all over the garden and fill in the space. And with how little my shrubs are and my trees are, there's a lot of gaps, and I try to leave the space between around them, and it just looks so blank and unfinished as I do that. I can't remember if I put fertilizer down on that one. It just looked unfinished, and so I decided this year I really wanted it to kind of come together a little bit more, and so I decided I was going to put in some annuals. And yes, they will not come back next year, but I think that they will make such an impact this year that I won't have any regrets, and I will really, really love it. I got 2 full flats of this Vinca, one in the white and one in the pink, and I believe the flats were about $24-25 a flat. So about $50 to make a big impact in your yard. So maybe as my garden fills in, I won't feel like I need as many, hopefully, and then I really just buy them for certain spots and just for fun. But right now, it felt like something really fun and awesome to fill in these spots that just seem empty and lonely. No, I have one little guy that has suffered in there. See, I gotta get these in the ground. Gotta get them in the ground before I kill them all. Well, my time is up. My early hour is over, but I think I put a pretty good dent in it. I got about 36 Vinca planted. Let me show you how it's looking so far. This is where we're at. I made it about 20 feet I have every other color, pink and then white. Some spots I put it a little farther back, like right here. There was a pretty big empty spot. But it's looking bright and cheery already. And then I just got to continue it up that way. I'll be back later to finish that up. All right, it's the same day, but a couple hours later, my kids are off to school, and I wanted to try and finish this vinca border, but I've had a little bit of a change of heart because it's looking so pretty up here in my front border, and I know it's not gonna go all the way back. Let's see if I can show. Okay, so you can see them all little right here, and I have them just, it's not quite to like halfway, but I don't think these are gonna make it all the way back to my backyard if I keep going where I stopped. And I really think I want a lot of this happy, bright color in my backyard too. So I'm thinking that I'm going to stop where I'm at, which is almost at the back of my front yard, and I'm gonna put a break and then put another section in my backyard so I can see it when I'm in the front and when I'm in the back. And then with whatever I have left, once I feel like I've done a pretty good drift of them in the backyard, maybe just putting a couple sections like in the middle to kind of keep it going. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's my side flower bed. I didn't have much room to put stuff right here, but I started it right after this like big fat area, and I have it coming down this strip about 15 feet. I mean, it would look pretty going like right here between my trees, but I really want to be able to see the bright pink flowers when I am like back here in the backyard, when we're at the fire pit back here, when I'm on my back patio. I would love to see some bright, cheery color right here. So in between these moon glows, when I was with you guys, I planted some feverfew, which I've had a few that have died off, but there's still a couple there. I did go ahead and plant my mahogany splendor hibiscus in the back. And right here I have I believe this is the hyssop. I had two. I killed the rest of them, but I had two that survived. So those are all, I'm just hoping that they'll grow and develop right there, and maybe I'll move them later. But then back here, I also put more mahogany splendor hibiscus, and there's the one bee balm that I had survive outside, and then I put a couple Sahara rudbeckia right here that I had. So I thought it would be pretty to start at this moon glow and work my way down this little strip in front of my new tree, going down about the same amount, about 10 to 15 feet, and then maybe putting a small drift with what I have left, like in the middle somewhere. Let's give it a try and see what I think. But I really think I want that color in the backyard too. Hopefully the wind isn't too bad for the microphone, but I got it done. It took me about 3 hours. I had to start working on and off again throughout the day, but I was able to get it done. It looks so great, and I really can't wait for them to spread out a little bit and start combining together and touching, so it becomes one big mass of pink and white color. I think it'll look so great. It'll bring so much color. I did end up changing it up a little bit, and I have one big drift and then a break and then another big drift so that I got some color in the backyard that I could look at. And it makes it so I have a whole area in the middle that I can put a different block of color and a different plant, which I think will be really, really great. So let me show you how it turned out. So it starts down here on this corner bed right behind my cedar tree. And I did put some back into the back so it didn't end up just being like a straight line. There we go. The sun glare kind of made it hard to see. So I have about a 10 to 15 foot block of the color. And then right by my oak trees, where it would have been so pretty to have the pink here, but I might put petunias right here in a big drift. I did a break, and then so that I could have all of the bright color in my backyard, I did another big drift back here. And I have my bucket right here and some big rocks because the wind blew so hard the other day that I thought my tree was going to tip over. And of course, the one direction that I had the stake, that's the way the wind was blowing, and so it was not supporting it at all. So I put a big weight on the bottom. But I have my big drift kind of going around the tree a little bit and going all the way down to the moon glows, where I also, I think I already said it, put in the mahogany splendor hibiscus and a couple other plants that I grew from seed. But I think that's gonna fill in awesome. Let me know if you only plant perennials or if you like to plant annuals as well. Let me know your favorites, your tried and true ones. This is the first year, like I said, that I've planted vinca, but I have heard it's an easier annual to take care of. So I'm really hoping that that's the case, and I'm hoping that I have a lot of success with it. But comment below, let me know what plants you love, subscribe, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.